What is up, boys? In this video, we're going to be talking about how men destroy their potential every weekend without realizing it, and how drinking was the main factor for me. But these bad vices that men do every single weekend is destroying their life, especially if they're in their 20s or their 30s, where they're in their building years. So today we're going to be learning about why men fall into the drinking trap, the hidden cost of drinking that people don't realize, and then also how to break free and win. This is going to be a loom video for you guys, a lot shorter than my last one, just to see and kind of how it goes with you guys. But I appreciate any of you guys sticking around, and I'm also going to be giving you guys a 30-day detox that you guys can try yourself at the end. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I appreciate you guys for sticking around. I'll see you guys there. What is up, boys? Welcome back to the second loom video. Today we're going to be talking about how men destroy their potential each weekend without them realizing it, and why men fall into this weekend drinking trap. Drinking every weekend was quietly destroying my potential. This is who I used to be, and this is who I am. This was me before the realization that my potential was being destroyed through vices, through spending too much time in places that I didn't need to be. And this is me after implementing disciplined systems, cutting out vices, and cutting out the distractions in my life. For a year, I didn't think drinking on weekends was a big deal, but it was stealing more from me than I would realize. This video isn't just about alcohol, it's about the small habits that were keeping me weak. So we're going to dive into first why men fall into the weekend drinking trap, and it is a loop. And what I would say is this is a justification loop. You say, it's only the weekend. You say, okay, and that turns into I deserve this. And then maybe I deserve this turns into everyone does this. And then you just keep regretting, have shitty recovery, and then you repeat. It's a trap. It's how society normalizes it. That's the reason it's so welcoming. Society has normalized drinking every single weekend, which is why everyone wants to. Why everyone says it's so normal. Like, oh, you can take a couple drinks here and there. It's not going to affect you in the long run. Which, it's wrong. We can see the societal pressure here. Society encourages drinking, party, and indulgence. What actually builds men is the complete opposite. It's discipline, it's strength, it's clarity. What isn't building men is succumbing to these vices, spending times in areas that you shouldn't be. These are the years that you need to be improving your life. If you're in your 20s and your 30s, those are the building years. You need to not be wasting it, focusing on these bad vices and wasting your time. Here are the false rewards of drinking. What it does give you is it gives you a little bit of fun, gives you a little bit of social life, gives you a bit of relaxation, and then it gives you an escape from your life. What I don't understand is why people are still wanting to escape the life that they have. You only have one life. Why would you want to not build that every day to make that enjoyable instead of waiting till the weekend just to escape it? Because in reality, it's just killing your progress, it's weakening your mindset, it's wasting time, and it's building fake connections. A lot of the times I was partying and going out and doing all this and that and hanging out with people, I don't talk to them anymore. It was building fake connections. I might have hung out with them a few times and then that was it. But it was all wasted time, wasted potential, and me not living up to where I should be. And it comes at a cost. There's so many hidden costs that come with wasting your potential every single weekend and falling into this loop of drinking and falling into justification vices. So this was me drinking every weekend, fatigued and unmotivated. And some people might say like, oh yeah, that's he's got a little bit of abs, he's got, some type of muscle definition, but I wasn't living up to my potential. Of course, I might look average to the person that's below average, but that's not who we want to build. We want to build someone that's becoming the best of their ability, someone that strives for more 24/7, and someone that doesn't give up on their dreams every single day, someone that doesn't waste time, someone that takes action on what they want. So what happens when I cut out drinking? What happens when I get focused? What happens is I feel a lot more energized and a lot more structured in my life. You can see my body fat's lower. My muscle definition all around my body's better. You can't see it, but my legs are a lot more defined. My facial structure is a lot better. Acne has improved a lot more. And here it was brain fog, weak discipline, low testosterone, and poor recovery. Those are what I had to focus on to get to this, because these were the damaging kind of effects from drinking every weekend, being fatigued and unmotivated. And so I kind of sculpted up this momentum loss. And this is why people crash hard. They go through Monday through Thursday and they're climbing up. They maybe gain discipline and progress. They get to their tasks. They maybe knock some stuff out. But when Thursday comes around, they start to slack. They start to think, okay, I was productive these 4 days. I can slack off these last 3 days. I can slack off these last 2 days. But all that's doing is it's setting you back. You're starting over from square one. If you're dieting 4 days a week and then 3 days a week you're cutting crap, you're actually going down in progress. You aren't even improving. Why are we making these mistakes and not realizing it? People go through Friday through Sunday, they crash hard, they get these losses, their setbacks started, and then they have to start over every single Monday. And then this is their face that they have to make, just because they're not happy with this loop that they're in. Why are we creating a loop that we're not happy in? And I was in that loop for so long, for at least probably a year, and it was destroying my life. I thought it was helping with my mental because I was, spending more time with people, because in high school maybe I didn't, or in middle school, high school, I didn't talk to as many people, or in college. And so, when I get to a stage where I'm like, okay, now I can start to talk to people, I can start to hang out, I can start to party, I thought that's what myself needed. But in fact, it was the complete opposite. I needed solitude. I needed to be by myself and actually work on myself and become the man that attracts better people in my life, because all I was doing was attracting negative people in my life. And so this is just a testosterone and recovery graph from two different men. So one who doesn't drink obviously is going to have higher test levels than a man who doesn't drink as well. But also their muscle retention is going to be much higher than someone that drinks on the weekends. Their muscle recovery is going to be a lot lower. So if we want to see increases in our testosterone level, our hormone levels, aka this is going to be, the longevity of your life, and you also want to increase your muscle retention, we have to cut out these vices. We have to cut out ways that are destroying us. And for the final section, this loom video is going to be a lot shorter than my last one. Last one was about a 35-minute video. This one I want to make it a little bit shorter for you guys, just to break down a few topics, kind of hit some pain points, and really try to enact a more of a hit for you guys. Because a 35-minute video, you're going to retain some of that information, but a 7 or 8-minute video, you're going to retain all of it and maybe even implement some of that. And so right now, you have a decision tree. You can either stay in your weakness, you can keep drinking, stay comfortable, stay stagnant, and you can keep staying with regret that you're not living up to your potential every single day, just thinking, I could be doing more, I need to do better. Or you can make that change. You can choose mental clarity, you can choose success, you can choose fitness, and you can choose discipline. You have a choice on this path. Everyone has a path that they're on in life, and you can either choose weakness or you can choose dominance. And if you can see, weakness starts off a lot easier. Smooth path starting up. Because it's fun. It's good. It feels well. Life feels good. But then when you get towards the end, you realize, I have nothing to show for any of this. And so you start going everywhere. You start going back and forth, quit, don't quit, don't quit. Instead of having discipline early on, you see it is so much more of a struggle on this path. The path is a lot more jagged because you have things that come up in life where you're like, I got to stop doing this. But no, if you stay on that path and you don't stray over here, towards the end, your life is smooth and balanced. That's the difference between choosing weakness now and choosing dominance now. So for some people that like to have an actual action plan, I created this for those people, and it's going to be a 30-day detox timeline. So start off with week 1. This is going to be your withdrawal week. Start off with cutting out small things. And say we're just talking about alcohol. Cut out the alcohol. This is going to obviously get you low energy. You're going to have anxiety. You're going to be craving stuff. But push through that first week. What I would do is get some type of sober tracker app if I need to, and then have that as a notification on my phone. Spend the money for an app, because if you spend money for something, it's going to make you want to get better at it. I've spent money in areas that I wouldn't even think I would, but because of the benefits and the productivity that I get from them, it's worth the amount of money I spend. Week 2 is where you're going to start building clarity. This is where you're going to have better sleep, you're going to have increased motivation, and you're going to be building your aspirations. That first week, it's going to be a reset because you're going to be going down. So there's not going to be motivations, you're not going to have much drive, and you're going to be like, oh, I want to go back. But go past that first week. Get to that second weekend where you're getting better sleep, you're having increased motivations, and you're building aspirations. And then you're going to get to week 3. This is where the strength building really comes into play. This is where you have muscle building, you're improving, or your focus is improving, and your confidence is boosting. This is where you really see the factors and the effects of a detox on your life. And this doesn't have to be alcohol. This could be a detox in any area. This could be social media. This could be a vice that you've been doing for so long. This could be, a multitude of things. And then week 4, you're going to get to a breakthrough. You're going to have that full controlled, disciplined life, and you're going to have a mental edge. It only takes 30 days to completely change someone's discipline and mentality. And within 60 to 90 days, you can change their life. Once you change that mentality, it all stems back from that. Because if someone wakes up every day and they're like, okay, I know what I'm going to do. I have full clarity and control of what I want to do. They're going to accomplish so much more than someone that's stuck at week 1 and then keeps going and drinking every single weekend. And that's the mindset that I'm trying to instill into you. And so what drinking used to provide is social, relaxation, and excitement. What you're going to replace that with is fitness, some type of business, some type of brotherhood. And what I mean by this is surround yourself with people that talk only about self-improvement. If you're surrounding yourself with people that talk about smoking, drinking, partying, talking to girls, you're going to end up nowhere in 20 years. You're going to end up exactly where you are. Spend the time that you have with people that are worth spending time with. It's rude to think about, but you have to think about yourself. If you are not going to be selfish, you're going to be below everyone else in life. Think of yourself first. And what comes from this is real confidence. You have the ability to stand out. You aren't like the normal crowd. You have the ability to achieve more, to strive for more. You're not like all these other people that chase easy dopamine, chase the women, chase the drugs, chase the alcohol. You are a different person. So you have to decide, are you going to build or escape? And I thought this was an amazing graphic because you have a choice, and it all depends on you. You can either build your life in your 20s and your 30s, or you can destroy it. You have the decision to make it. Cut alcohol for 30 days and your future self will thank you. Most men will stay stuck in this cycle and the winners will break free. So I'm going to issue a challenge. Cut it out for 30 days. I appreciate everyone who watched the video to the end. If you were able to comment and engage on this video, that would mean the world to me. Comment something you learned. Comment something that you took away from this video. Comment something that you found wasn't good. Maybe you want me to change something. I find every bit beneficial and I try to respond to every comment. If you're serious about leveling up your life, click the link in the first bio or in the first description. That's going to be a link to my Calendly. Book a call with me and let's just talk about how I can transform your life and ascend you to become the best man of your ability through the Brotherhood application. I appreciate all you guys for sticking around. Peace out.